Okay, let's go through some features real quick of this DT-600. You have 16 of the original 32 sounds from the Casio MT-600, and these are sampled directly. I did it myself, and you get those sounds. And you could go to stock sounds and choose the sounds, and you get the stock sounds. If you want to use the factory presets that I've crafted for you, just go to factory presets and choose any one you want. So these are the buttons to cycle through the sounds that you have in the device here. And you can turn them on and off, and you can layer them on top of each other. And then this is only the top row when this light is lit, but then you could hit the blue button and switch to the bottom row, and now it's just using these, which you could layer on top of each other. There's 8 that you could layer at one time. So the original Casio can't do that. This one can. And then you basically have a filter over here. If you want to get kind of plucky with your sounds, you can turn the cutoff. Well, let's put a brass on here. So if you start to bring the cutoff down, you get the pluck. This is resonance to give you that, well, that kind of sound. And then you have your normal ADSR envelope over here. And then you could sculpt your sound by maybe making the attack slow, bringing the sustain up and giving it a mid-release, and then you'll have more of a pad kind of sound. You could get even more paddy by raising the attack and release. And then you could bring the cutoff down and give it a filtered sound. Cool. And you have a full EQ here. This is a 3-band EQ, so you can raise the lows, mids, lower them, raise them, and then your high end. And then you have crunch for a distortion kind of sound. And then you have a compressor, and this is going to give you more click. It's going to give you a little more punch in the very beginning, like a clicky attack. And then you can adjust the threshold and ratio just on like a normal compressor. And then you have delay. And of course, a reverb. And you can adjust the size of the room and the amount. Let's turn off the crunch. And let's put an organ on and then turn the phaser on. Mix. You get that phase kind of sound. So you have all the effects down here, and then you have a sub oscillator up here. This is a bass synthesizer. So let's turn this, and this is the saturation of the sub oscillator. So let's turn that all the way down, and you're basically going to get a low going on underneath everything. So if you have headphones on or you're listening through studio monitors, you'll hear this. You'll hear that. And then if you turn the saturation of the sub up, it basically, what it's doing is turning it more into a square wave, but then you get a buzzy. You get more of a buzz. And then you have the number of voices that are going on at once. This is a unison. So let's turn on a brass ensemble. Let's turn off the phaser. And let's turn up the voices. There's the voices just with one. And then these are layering a brass ensemble on top of each other and then detuning it a little bit to give you a stereo effect. This is how wide the stereo sound is. And this is how detuned all the layers are. So check it out. So it sounds pretty out of tune up there, but then we can just dial it back. Then you got all your presets here in the preset browser. You get 100 factory presets, and then you get the 16 stock sounds that it came with. You could just go through them and listen to them. I made these all myself, and think they sound pretty good. And then you can buy the expansion pack, which is 100 more sounds. They're right here, and they sound really good too. So those are all the features of the DT-600. I hope you enjoy it. You got a pitch wheel at the end here that is controlled by your pitch wheel. And that is it. I hope you guys like it. Let me hear some of the tracks you make with this thing. Have fun.